This is a reading from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 1 by REMO Giuffré. It's called New York Coffee Cup. Forget about any of your other New York icons. Nothing captures the essence of Gotham more succinctly and with more ubiquity than the New York coffee cup. Following World War II, a fresh wave of coffee-loving Greek immigrants landed upon the shores of America, for them a land of freedom and opportunity. With the resulting proliferation of Greek-owned coffee shops and pop-up coffee carts scattered across the city, coffee culture had arrived, and with Greeks in control of the city's coffee shop and diner industry, one savvy paper cup salesman had a big idea. Leslie Buck, a Czech-American immigrant and Holocaust survivor, fled his home country, just barely surviving captivity in Auschwitz and Birkenwald during World War II. His parents had been killed by the Nazis, displaced and orphaned, and just like the Greeks, Leslie sought to create a new life in America. Employed as the marketing director for the Sherry Cup Company, a leading manufacturer, Leslie, known to be a scrappy and sharp go-getter, designed a cup that he felt would appeal to both the Greek coffee shop owners and the masses. The blue and white palette was inspired by the colours of the Greek flag, and the Greek key border pattern is an iconic design seen throughout ancient Greek architecture. On each side of the cup appears an urn, the anthora symbol, then in bold angular lettering the heartwarming words, "We are happy to serve you." What's not to like? The design has spawned imitators. There are actually 7 different variations in the market, but the most famous cup design is the original anthora. Sales of the New York coffee cup peaked in 1995 with over 500 million cups sold. Not only was the cup dubbed perhaps the most successful cup in history, and one of only 50 objects representing the history of New York by the New York Times, it later became a reusable icon when a whimsical ceramic version of the cup was produced under license by sustainability pioneer Tree Hugger and offered for sale at the MoMA store and other design shops throughout the world, including Remo in Australia. After Solo Cup Company, incidentally the creators of the famous Red Party Cup, that's another story, bought Sherry in 2005, sales of the anthora were still thriving with over 200 million cups sold. However, with the arrival of the giant coffee chains, such as Starbucks, there was a risk that the New York coffee cup was to become an endangered icon. However, with formidable determination, nostalgic influence have worked hard to cast the cup in many movies and television shows set in New York, for example Suits, The Sopranos, NYPD Blue, Mad Men, and, most famously, Law and Order. Indeed, nothing works faster than the cup to locate a scene in New York City. This chapter features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 1 by REMO Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.